We couldn't pass up the chance to compare the ribs from Texas Roadhouse and Chili's. Here's how they stacked up in this ultimate taste test. A close look at the rib options from Texas Roadhouse and Chili's reveals that while both restaurants offer similar pricing, Chili's ribs are slightly more expensive. At Texas Roadhouse, a full rack of ribs costs around $23 before taxes, with a half rack priced at approximately $18. In comparison, Chili's charges about $25 for a full rack and $19 for a half rack. Although the difference is modest, it can be hard to justify the extra cost at Chili's. Both establishments price their rib dishes within the $15 to $25 range, depending on the portion size, and include 2 side dishes with the entree. Additionally, Texas Roadhouse provides a smaller appetizer portion of ribs, called the sidekick, for about $12. Chili's offers a rib appetizer only as part of the smokehouse combo for around $20. While Texas Roadhouse doesn't specify the exact number of ribs in the sidekick, it's likely similar to a half rack. When comparing ribs from Texas Roadhouse and Chili's, the differences were striking. Texas Roadhouse's ribs stood out for their substantial meatiness, while Chili's offered disappointingly thin cuts. From the first bite, it was clear that Texas Roadhouse excels in texture. Their ribs were exceptionally tender, meaty, and virtually free of gristle, providing a melt-in-your-mouth experience. In contrast, Chili's ribs were notably overcooked and tough, making it difficult to separate the meat from the bone. This might have been an anomaly, but the texture was notably poor. Despite Texas Roadhouse's superior texture, there was a drawback. Each bite frequently contained small bone fragments, which detracted from the overall enjoyment. This was an unusual experience, as previous visits hadn't revealed this issue. It's worth noting, especially if you plan to order these ribs for young children, as the presence of bone pieces could be problematic. While the ribs' texture at Texas Roadhouse was outstanding, the frequent bone fragments were a notable downside.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
When it comes to rib sauces, Texas Roadhouse and Chili's each offer distinct options that cater to different palates. Texas Roadhouse features a barbecue sauce that is notably sweet and mild, with a gentle smokiness that complements its sugary notes. However, a common criticism is that the sauce is applied sparingly, which can leave the ribs lacking in flavor without additional sauce. Although Texas Roadhouse provides an option to request extra sauce online, this review focuses on the standard serving. For those who prioritize a robust saucing experience, it's advisable to request extra sauce to enhance the flavor. Chili's, on the other hand, offers a more complex sauce experience. Initially, the house barbecue sauce, which we sampled, might not impress right away, but it does grow on you. The sauce features a peppery kick balanced with sweet undertones and a hint of lingering spiciness. This contrasts with Texas Roadhouse's sweeter approach, offering a more assertive flavor profile. Chili's also provides options like Texas dry rub and honey chip oatlay, but the classic BBQ sauce complements the charred flavor of the meat well. For those who enjoy a spicier barbecue sauce, Chili's version might be more appealing. In summary, while Texas Roadhouse's sauce is sweet and subtly smoky, it benefits from additional servings to enhance its flavor. Chili's sauce, with its pepper-forward and mildly spicy profile, pairs well with the grilled meat, but may not be as immediately appealing to those who prefer a sweeter taste.
Did somebody say baby back ribs?
In comparing the rib portions from Texas Roadhouse and Chili's, the lengths of the ribs appeared similar, but the overall experience differed significantly. Texas Roadhouse's ribs stood out for their substantial meatiness, making them feel like a better value despite their comparable length. In contrast, Chili's ribs, which are priced higher, were noticeably thinner and less flavorful. Additionally, the batch we received from Chili's seemed undercooked, further diminishing its appeal. Although both restaurants offer ribs of similar length, the key difference lies in the meat quantity on each bone. Texas Roadhouse excels in providing a more satisfying portion, clearly offering more meat and better value for the price. So, who comes out on top in our rib showdown? Without a doubt, it's Texas Roadhouse. Despite a few shortcomings like the insufficient barbecue sauce and occasional small bones, the ribs are undeniably meaty and satisfying. A bit more sauce would have made them nearly perfect, but they still stand out for their substantial and tender texture. On the other hand, Chili's ribs fell short in several areas. They were thin, overcooked, and generally disappointing. While the sauce at Chili's has a distinctive flavor and complements the charred meat, it doesn't quite measure up to Texas Roadhouse's offering. In conclusion, Texas Roadhouse is the clear winner when it comes to chain restaurant ribs. Their ribs deliver a hearty, enjoyable experience as long as you remember to request extra sauce.